Hello everyone. I have got breaking news for cruise lovers everywhere. 2026 isn't just another year on the calendar. It's a turning point. A moment when the cruise industry doesn't just grow bigger, it grows deeper, smarter, and more intentional. Across the world's shipyards, something extraordinary is happening. Steel is taking shape into floating cities. Luxury is being reimagined as peace of mind. Technology is being used not just to impress but to heal, to inspire. From the sun-washed Mediterranean to the electric blue Caribbean, from ultra-luxury yachts to record-breaking megaships, these new vessels aren't only about where you go. They're about what happens to you while you're moving. So today on Travel and Cruise, we're counting down, number by number, 10 brand new cruise ships arriving in 2026 that are set to redefine travel, rest, and the way the human mind experiences the ocean. Let's begin. Number 1. Four Seasons 1. Imagine stepping onto a ship where nothing feels rushed, crowded, or overwhelming. A place where luxury isn't loud, it's quiet, confident, and deeply calming. Four Seasons 1 enters the world in early 2026, with its first official voyages beginning in March. Designed as an intimate yacht rather than a massive cruise liner, it has passenger capacity of about 190 guests, allowing space to breathe, mentally and physically. Every suite feels like a private ocean residence. Floor-to-ceiling views, expansive terraces. Some with plunge pools where the sea feels close enough to touch. Dining unfolds across multiple refined venues, each focused on quality rather than excess. Nothing feels forced. Everything feels chosen. As the ship glides through Caribbean waters before transitioning to the Mediterranean for summer, something subtle happens to the mind. With fewer decisions to make and fewer distractions pulling attention, stress loosens its grip. Awareness sharpens. Presence returns. This isn't a ship built to impress crowds. It's built to restore individuals. Number 2. Disney Adventure. In March of 2026, something magical arrives in Asian waters, the largest ship Disney has ever built. Disney Adventure doesn't simply sail, it tells stories. Gigantic themed spaces unfold like living movies. A roller coaster twists above the ocean. Characters appear where you least expect them. Families laugh together in ways they haven't in years. Home-ported in Singapore, this ship has passenger capacity about 6,000 guests, yet somehow creates moments that feel personal. Children rediscover wonder. Adults rediscover play, something psychology tells us we abandon far too early in life. Joy, when shared, rewires the brain. It reduces stress, strengthens bonds, reminds us that happiness isn't childish, it's necessary. Disney Adventure isn't about escape. It's about reconnection. Number 3. Norwegian Luna. When Norwegian Luna enters service in spring 2026, it brings balance to the sea. Passenger capacity of this ship is 3,550 guests. This ship knows that modern minds crave both stimulation and silence. High-energy attractions spark adrenaline. Racing slides, interactive courts, vibrant nightlife. Yet just steps away, elevated spaces offer quiet privacy and stillness. Sailing from Miami into the Caribbean, Luna feels like a moving rhythm, active by day, reflective by night. You feel energized without feeling exhausted. Psychologically, this matters. When the brain alternates between excitement and rest, motivation returns naturally. Focus improves. Burnout fades. Luna doesn't demand your attention, it earns it. Number 4. Emerald Kaya. It is coming in April 2026, introduces a ship that whispers instead of shouts. Passenger capacity is about 128 guests. Emerald Kaya carries just over 100 guests, sailing through the Mediterranean, Adriatic, and Aegean seas. There are no crowds here. No lines, no pressure to keep up. Days unfold slowly. Morning light spills across open decks. Conversations last longer. Silence feels comfortable instead of awkward. Water platforms open directly to the sea. Wellness spaces encourage movement without intensity. Meals feel like shared rituals rather than scheduled events. This ship proves something powerful, that smaller environments allow deeper emotional processing. Without constant noise, the mind finally hears itself again. Kaya doesn't distract you from life. It helps you understand it. Number 5. Legend of the Seas. Expected in July 2026, brings one of the most ambitious ships ever launched. Its passenger capacity is about 5,610 guests. Legend of the Seas is massive, a true floating world. Neighborhoods replace decks. Parks sit above the ocean. Water parks rival those on land. Yet beneath the spectacle is intention. Spaces designed for movement, for laughter, for rest, for reflection. After debuting in the Mediterranean, the ship transitions to Caribbean routes from Florida, offering both adventure and familiarity. Guests move between energy and calm, activity and stillness, and that movement mirrors psychological health. A thriving mind isn't stuck in stress or stagnation. It flows. Legend of the Seas doesn't overwhelm, it empowers. Number 6. Viking Libra. It will be available in spring of 2026. Welcomes Viking Libra, a ship designed not for crowds, but for curiosity. It has passenger capacity about 998 guests. With under 1,000 guests, every space feels open. Natural light fills lounges. Conversations revolve around culture, history, and perspective. There are no casinos here, no loud distractions. Instead, there's room for thought, learning, reflection. As Mira sails through Europe and beyond, passengers don't just visit destinations, they absorb them. The mind stays engaged without being overstimulated. This is cognitive wellness at sea. Mental stimulation without mental fatigue. Number 7. Viking Libra. December 2026 marks a historic moment. Viking Libra arrives as the world's first hydrogen-powered cruise ship, quieter, cleaner, and forward-thinking. Sailing through Europe, it represents something deeper than technology. It has passenger capacity round about 998 guests. It represents responsibility. Traveling aboard Libra feels lighter, emotionally and ethically. The hum of engines fades. The sea feels closer. Silence becomes part of the experience. When people travel knowing they're minimizing harm, anxiety eases. Guilt dissolves. Purpose grows. Libra doesn't just move through water. It moves travel forward. Number 8. MSC World Asia. Closing out 2026 in spectacular fashion, MSC World Asia arrives as one of the largest cruise ships ever built. It has passenger capacity for 6,762 guests. Designed for global travelers, it feels like multiple worlds within one vessel. Family zones buzz with energy. Adult retreats offer peace. Cultural influences blend seamlessly across food, design, and entertainment. Meditation spaces exist alongside thrill rides. Quiet corners coexist with social hubs. This ship reflects the psychology of choice. You decide who you want to be today: explorer, relaxer, connector, or observer. And in that freedom, self-expression flourishes. Number 9. Seven Seas Prestige. Coming in December 2026 also introduces a ship where every detail is intentional. Seven Seas Prestige is ultra-luxury in its purest form. Spacious suites, personalized service, seamless journeys through the Mediterranean and Caribbean. It is with passenger capacity of 822 guests. Nothing here demands effort. And that effortlessness is transformative. When the mind isn't busy managing logistics, it opens space for emotion, memory, and meaning. Prestige turns travel into an inward journey, one where clarity replaces chaos. Luxury in its highest form is peace. Number 10. Starseeker. Though launching at the very end of 2025, Starseeker truly comes alive in 2026. It has passenger capacity of just 224 guests. With just over 200 guests, this boutique ship sails through the Caribbean, Alaska, and Southeast Asia. Suites feel intimate, lounges feel personal. The pace feels human. Fewer people means fewer interruptions. Fewer choices means less cognitive load, and less noise means deeper rest. Starseeker reminds us that sometimes the most powerful journeys happen in quiet spaces. As these 10 ships prepare to sail, one truth becomes clear. 2026 isn't just about new vessels. It's about a new philosophy of travel. One that understands the human mind. One that respects mental health. One that values rest as much as adventure. At Travel + Cruise, we don't just explore oceans. We explore what travel does to us, how it shapes mindset, restores motivation, and reconnects us to ourselves. If this journey inspired you, subscribe and sail with us again. Because the world is vast. And the most meaningful voyages don't just change where you are. They change how you feel. Thank you for traveling with us.